Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Caitlin and welcome to my second channel where I upload primarily beauty, fashion, lifestyle content that I don't really get to do as much over on my main channel, which is all true crime, psychology and education related. So if that sounds like something you're interested in and you haven't been over there already, then definitely check that out. That'll all be in the description, but my name over there is just Caitlin Rose. So it's been a while and I thought I would do a little bit of a different video today. I thought if I just do a sit down, get ready with me, chatty video, we can have a bit of a catch up, because honestly I don't remember the last time I just sat down and had a catch up with you guys, so that's what I'm going to do today. I have already done all of my skincare because my skincare is a little bit, it's not super extensive or complicated. I just thought I'll keep this one to primarily sort of makeup, and then if you guys want to see me do like a separate video on all of my skincare, then I can definitely do that. Just let me know. I just need to chuck all my hair behind my head, get my hair out my face. There's nothing worse than your hair just being in the way while you're trying to do makeup. So I feel like it's worth me just chucking in a little disclaimer that I am not very good at makeup at all. I'm very much a creature of habit when it comes to makeup. So if I find sort of products that I really like and don't break my skin out, or I feel really comfortable in, then I'll just stick with it. And I don't really do a lot of eyeshadow or anything at all. I just keep things very natural virtually all the time. So apologies if that's not what you're looking for. This is just more like my day-to-day makeup routine. So I'm going to start off with the primers that I've been loving recently. I've always struggled with primers because I have quite oily skin, and I find that either primers can be really, really stripping for if they're targeted for oily skin. They can make your skin feel really tight, or they just kind of, I don't know, temporarily control the oil and then your pores end up looking worse. It's a whole thing. But on the flip side of that is, as much as I have oily skin and I want to control the oil underneath my makeup, I really like dewy looking makeup, and it's very hard to walk that line between an oily mess and just looking dewy. So I've been using these two and they've actually been working really well for me recently. I've been really enjoying them. So first off, I go in with the NYX Honey Dew Me Up primer, which I saw on TikTok, I think, or it might have been on Instagram, or someone recommended it, and I just thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. I don't ever really experiment with primers that much because, like I said, I've just never really had good experiences with them, and I absolutely love it. It's a very strange consistency. It's like literally like honey when you put it on, but then the second you start rubbing it in, it honestly disintegrates into like water. And I do just check that everywhere. I don't know the specifics of what you're supposed to use primer for. I just know what kind of works well underneath my makeup. So because this does well for keeping it like dewy in the right places, I just kind of chuck it all over. And then once I know that's all sort of rubbed in properly and it's not like, it doesn't feel too tacky or anything, I'll go in with the old classic. So this is the Benefit POREfessional. I don't really use too much of this because I do feel like when, on me personally, if I chuck it all over my face and all over primer, it just feels quite drying, or like, I don't know, I just feel a bit strange and it doesn't really do a very good job on me. But if I put this in the places where I know I'm going to get the most oil and the pores are the most visible, then it works pretty well. So like I said, I'll just chuck it where my pores are most visible, which is right by my nose, a little bit on my nose, a bit on my forehead, and then a tiny little bit on my chin. So while I leave that to sort of set in for a second so it's not too tacky, we start chatting about something a little bit more interesting. Don't really know, probably should have planned some talking points. It's been a while since I've been active. I feel like if you are a long time subscriber, you're used to this. I always just have loads of things going on in my life that end up just taking me away completely, which is a shame because I absolutely love what I do. When lockdown sort of first started, I had this expectation that it would be great for YouTube for me because it means that I literally have no choice but to spend my time making content, which was the plan. But I think what I didn't really foresee is the impact that it would have on like my mental health, just my overall well-being. I really struggled, and I didn't realise how much I was struggling sort of mentally with lockdown until I'd say this last month, when I've sort of managed to pull myself out of it, which is obviously good that I'm back now. I just think it was one of those, I was going around in like a circle, so I was being quite hard on myself because I wasn't feeling myself and I wasn't feeling as productive and active as I normally would be. But then that would just drain me even more, and then I'd be hard on myself because I'm drained. It was just like a whole cycle. So nothing too major. I just wanted to let you guys know, in case any of you are still in that phase and you know you've been struggling a little bit, just be kind to yourself and be patient, because obviously lockdown isn't forever and this is completely unprecedented, so we're kind of just readjusting to things. So just be kind and patient on yourself, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to not feel like your normal self, because this isn't normal. So for foundation recently, again, another TikTok recommendation. I feel like some people really love this and some people just aren't asked by it, but I've been really getting on with this. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This is the dewy one. So I have a light colour here and then quite a dark one for when I do eventually get around to fake tanning. But this is just the soft ivory colour. This one I find is actually really, really good for layering up. So today I'm not really wanting anything heavy. So I'll literally just put a little bit on and keep it quite light and dewy, which is lovely. The other thing I've really been struggling with over lockdown is my skin. It's only recently sort of started to clear up, like I've got no spots anymore, but if you can see it in the camera, it's all like red scarring from the spots that I've had. I've never really struggled with spots that much in my life at all. I'd always get the odd sort of hormonal breakout if I was on my period, or I don't know, just the odd few spots, but nothing major. But this lockdown has honestly seen my skin through the worst it's ever been, and it really took a toll on my confidence actually. And I don't know what it was, because if anything I was taking more care with what I was eating and my skincare over lockdown, but for some reason it just was not happy. So that's something that I'm really, really happy has gotten better recently. And I think a lot of that is, like I said, I was eating well, drinking a lot of water and looking after my skincare routine, and because I maintained that through me having my little breakouts, it meant that my skin's now seeing the results of it, so that's a positive. In all honesty though, everyone I've spoken to has said they've really been struggling with like their skin over lockdown, and I feel like it's, I don't know, some people say it's because their diet's changed while they've been inside the house. Some people say they think it's because they're not exercising as much. But I also think a large contributor to that is like stress. Obviously it's quite a stressful situation. And I know my skin's always the first thing to sort of manifest the signs of stress. If I'm feeling stressed, I'll have a breakout. I'm very aware that on the camera I look like such a ghost, because when I put foundation on my under eyes, my dark circles are so prominent. I promise I have been sleeping. It's just my under eyes have always been like that. Just using my trusty Lasting Perfection concealer. I've recently gone back to using my fingers for my concealer, which is a weird thing. I just got so used to using my beauty blender. But I think recently, because I've been going for such a natural look recently, especially where it's warmer, I find that my finger just blends it in a little bit nicer. I'm trying to think what else has happened really, because to be honest, like in all honesty, as much as I haven't spoken to you guys in forever, not a lot has happened. I've just been working my way through lockdown, which is just all my I'm full-time self-employed, so I do obviously my own things, like my own social media content, and then I also do social media management for the content of clients, just sort of part-time. So I've been doing that, keeping busy. It was Ross's, who's my boyfriend by the way, if any of you don't know. You probably won't know if you don't follow me on Instagram, but yeah, it was his birthday weekend just gone. He turned 21, so it was nice to be able to see sort of some of his family for that as best we could, obviously amidst all the social distancing issuing. But no, that was really nice. And for his birthday, his parents actually booked us a holiday for September, which is now only about, I think it's 3 weeks away on Tuesday, so about 3 weeks away by the time this video goes up. We're going to Maspalomas in Gran Canaria, hopefully, obviously pending on everything. At the minute, I'm a bit unclear on the quarantine list. I think it falls under some of the places that you'd have to quarantine for 14 days when you come back. Possibly, I don't know. It's always changing, and so much can happen in those 3 weeks, so I'm trying not to get too caught up on it, just in case anything does change. But we're really looking forward to it. It would be so lovely to be able to get out of the country. We didn't think we'd be able to this year, just because obviously we were saving money while things have been a bit complicated with lockdown. Obviously everyone's been sort of thrust into this complete change, and we were going to save for moving out next year when the tenancy for this flat ends. But yeah, it was so lovely that they've got us a holiday, because it means we can go away and escape all the stress for a week. So for the powder, I'm using the original formula Coty Air Spun Loose Face Powder, which a friend that I used to work with actually recommended this to me. I saw her using it one day while I was with her, and I just absolutely loved the smell of it. So I got it on Amazon. It was only about £10, but it's so good, and you get so much product. Like, I honestly don't see myself ever running out of this. don't really dab a lot on. I'm just sort of wiping the little spongy thing all over my face because it's got like a little bit of powder on it. Right, so before I do any more, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and put on some of this. It's like I don't know if it's a serum or it's like a primer for eyelashes. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Primer Mascara. So it's just like a white mascara that kind of gives your lashes a little bit of extra length. So I like to do that quite early on so that it can kind of set and dry before I put any more mascara on. It's been quite a while now since I've had extensions, and my eyelashes are growing back to what they were. I always had really long lashes, but the main reason for me getting lash extensions in the first place was that my lashes were so long that they'd just droop and they wouldn't really, I couldn't do anything with them. Even if I curled them, they'd just drop so quickly. But I'm growing mine back now, which is lovely. So that's all set. It's all setting. I'm going to do my brows. I don't really do anything special on my brows. At the minute, I'm just using the Revolution Pro little pencil. I think it's like microblading pencil because it's the only thing I could get my hands on. I completely ran out of my eyebrow pencil. I didn't even know. And I just kind of grabbed the first thing that I could. I'd say over the last sort of month or so, I've been trying to bring back the vlogs for this channel. So probably every week for the last month or so, I reckon I've started vlogs and tried to vlog probably at least 3-4 times a week, but every time I just never continue it. So when like Primark and all the shops opened up again, I wanted to do like a come shopping with me vlog, and I started it, I just didn't finish it. So the vlogs are coming. I've had so many of you guys message me saying that you miss my vlogs that I do like religiously through uni and things, just the standard weekly vlogs. And I promise you I am bringing them back because so many of you have said that they were your favourites to watch. And in all honesty, they're my favourite to film, and they're my favourites of other people's to watch. Like, I love watching people's just chatty vlogs. So they are coming back, I promise. I have been trying. I just need to get back into the routine of picking up a camera. I'm so used to now just doing things without picking up a camera that I need to get back into that routine again. In terms of other content for this channel, I've got a few things planned. I'm looking forward to sort of autumn time because obviously it's actually quite soon now. We're hitting end of August. So I've got some autumn content planned. But aside from that, if you guys want anything specific, obviously let me know. But I can do some videos with Ross if you guys are interested in seeing them. You know, we could do like a get to know us sort of thing so you can actually properly meet him. Because I know we did the Pretty Little Thing video, but he wasn't really in it. So he said he would be happy to sit down and film for you guys. I'm really struggling to talk while doing my eyebrows. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't really do anything special with my brows at all, but I'm just going to set them with some clear mascara. I think this is Wet n Wild. For a long time through lockdown, when I was running out of makeup, I would just make the most of my Pretty Little Thing royalty and get free next day delivery and use that and order the beauty products they had on there, because a lot of them hadn't tried. A lot of them are quite affordable, so a lot of things like the Wet n Wild bits I picked up on Pretty Little Thing just because free next day delivery and the excuse to try new things. Okay, so for like my contour, I don't really contour, just my bronzer and things, I'm going to use the Benefit Cheek Leaders Pink Squad palette. I've had this for so long, it's so battered, but it's honestly so loved. I'm going to go in with just the Hoola bronzer. I'm so excited for things to start going back to normal again. Obviously I know it could be a long time yet, but it does feel like we're sort of slowly starting to see the end of the super strict lockdown, hopefully obviously pending on any changes, but your gal's in need of a proper night out. I think I just miss being able to see like all of my friends in one place and not having to plan ahead for everything. So for like a night out before lockdown, obviously you could just sort of bar hop and things, but now with the whole track and trace thing, you kind of want to be quite strategic and you want to be quite careful, and not everywhere's open. A lot of places around here, they still do bookings, so you have to book beforehand. So I think I just miss that sort of ease. I've not really been using a lot of highlighter recently, just because I found that where it's been so hot, like obviously the last few days it was like hitting 30 degrees here, which is ridiculous. I haven't been using a lot of highlighter just because I've been sweating my makeup off, so I don't really need the highlighter, but I'm just going to use, what is this? The MAC. Oh my god, I just had a coughing fit out of nowhere. I think I inhaled some highlighter. I'm going to use the MAC Hyper Real Glow palette, just use the lightest highlighter colour and just put a little bit on my high points and then I will end up going over it with like a buffing brush just so it's not so heavy. So I like it to look more like a glow than like a strip of highlighter on my face. Where it's been so hot recently, I've been in desperate need of fake tanning, but I just can't face it. I can't face going to bed in the heat and being all sweaty and then having a layer of fake tan on me anyway. I just can't. So I've just given up on it recently. Right, next up, is this the last step? I feel like it's like the last step. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and use mascara, and I use the Benefit Roller Lash, which is very low. I need to find a new mascara that I like. Like I said, with my eyelashes, they almost got to a point where they're really long. They just are so droopy, so even immediately once I curl them, they don't do much, and there's no chance they are staying all day. If you ever see me in person and you ask me, have you got mascara, lip gloss and an eyelash curler in your bag, I will say yes. Like, I will give them to you, because I literally cannot go a day without recurling my eyelashes. They will just be facing down. They're just completely pulled by gravity. So mascara on top and bottom lashes is done. I won't add any more mascara, I'll just keep curling them until they stay upwards. And then the only other thing I do is I chuck on some lip gloss, which I don't think I have any. I've got some in my bag, but I'll be using the NYX Butter Gloss in, I can't remember, I'll put it on screen. It's like my all-time favourite lip gloss. But yeah, my camera battery is flashing at me, so I'm going to rush this. I apologise, it was not the most exciting makeup look or anything. I honestly just do things so naturally that I just don't have anything exciting. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know any video requests you have down below, any content you want me to do on this channel. I love you all so much. I hope you're all okay, and I'll see you guys very, very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.